Hello, my name is Emma Vielbig, and this is my cat Bella, who I'm obsessed with. I am in the library media endorsement for the program, and with my map placement for Clinical 1 and 2, I was doing half-time at an elementary school and half-time at a middle school, so it was really rewarding getting to see just how different a fixed versus a flexible schedule is and how much variation there is to managing and curating a middle school versus an elementary school library. I am fortunate to have gotten the position as the elementary librarian at the school that I was interning at for next year. So really excited to start really implementing some of the things that I've been learning in the MAT course and my library media courses that I've been taking and things that I've been learning from my mentors and getting to practice. As far as how the school integrates technology into the classroom, because the middle school is on a flexible schedule, I didn't see quite as many classes moving through, so a lot of the times when resources were being used, it ended up predominantly being like the Destiny catalog in order to navigate and find books for checkout, and I definitely used and helped other students use the Seattle Public Library's Read Alike page, where you can try to find books that are similar to ones of student interest. But when it comes to using other technology in the classroom, there hasn't been as much of that, and I can see where there is a big space for room for improvement for that when it comes to developing digital literacy for our students. I just took a research and information fluency course last quarter through the library media department, and so I'm really excited to start getting kids into practicing searching databases and accessing information. I know that other classrooms have used Clever Pages and other resources like Flipgrid and things like that during their presentations in class, which was kind of a rollover from our pandemic era. But aside from that, at the elementary school, it's a little bit more limited, and I could see where there's room for improvement. I think that in our post-pandemic era, using technology is more important than ever, especially because it helps to create a bridge between the classroom and the home for students in order for them to be able to access information, knowledge, things like that. So I definitely am brainstorming and thinking about ways that I can improve the library for that. As far as struggles that teachers, students, and administrators shared returning to in-person learning, I feel like Bridget Long really encapsulated a lot of the issues that happened with the pandemic and post-pandemic learning, as far as really showing issues with equity and access. As far as one of the downsides, obviously, to our pandemic is that a lot of students are academically behind or struggling with social skills. One of the benefits that I saw when I was working during the pandemic as a paraprofessional in special education was seeing the ways that online learning and technology can actually be beneficial for certain students. Two of the students in our special education department decided to move schools to the Seattle Public School online learning option that I believe was being based out of Queen Anne. So, it's pretty great getting to see that helped those students. I think a lot of the technology that was being used in the pandemic fell by the wayside. I know, the whiteboards on Teams to the Clever portal to Schoology is not being used uniformly now, but definitely some of those resources could be brought back and helpful for our students. As far as surprises, positive or negative, in our district due to disruptions presented by COVID, I do think that COVID provided in some ways a reset in our values as educators, as students, and people in general, in the sense that I think that there is a real value placed on mental health and on social emotional learning and the emotional well-being of students. I know that, we fall into focusing a lot on curricula and standardized testing and making sure that we are providing the Common Core standards for our students and things like that, but I've been noticing a pretty significant increase in social emotional learning lessons across the board at the elementary school. So definitely a silver lining there. I believe I answered all of the questions. I'm definitely excited to use different forms of technology in order to help students access technology better. I just did my first Flipgrid, which is a little bit embarrassing because it's so useful, but I love using Canva. Really looking forward to this class. Thanks.